What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday is here. We're back, my friends. You know, we do a video every day of the week, and on Tuesdays, I like to drop my bullet points as to why I like or love a particular title. Now, this title especially goes back to my childhood. Well, not as a game, but as a concept, as an idea, an IP, you could say. And let me just say, from the mid to late 60s through the 80s, Saturdays were made for kids. Like never before and never since. So why don't you join me down at the table while I tell you what it is that I like and love about Wacky Races, the board game. Nostalgia! I mean, this game is just dripping with nostalgia. The whole purpose of this game is nostalgic love. But it does go beyond that. Once you get past the nostalgic part of this game and you start looking at it at its own game, I think you're going to see that this really is a fun family game that's never going to play the same way twice. And it utilizes some really unique and fun characters. Even if you don't know who they are to start with, you'll get to know them within a few games. And in order to get to know them, you're going to be digging their miniatures. Wow, let me say, the love and detail that was put into these minis. Then again, the company is called Cool Mini or Not. So if they were lame minis, it would really hurt on the company name. But these are great. Whether you bought the deluxe, where they're pre-painted for you, or whether you bought the standard retail edition, they look absolutely beautiful. And if you are a painter, I'm assuming you didn't get the deluxe, so you would have the pleasure of painting these things yourself and really making them pop and come alive like a living cartoon. The base of this game is it's a tile laying for the track, right? It's a tile laying game, and then it's a hand management tile card matching style of game. At its core, it's extremely simple, especially if you're playing with 6 players, no AI involved. But if you have less than 6 players, then you still have a full field, and you're going to have a bunch of AI drivers running around the course like mad. And I'll tell you, either way, this game is a lot of fun, whether you're playing it with a full party, a full team on the track, or whether you need some AI challengers thrown in there. It's a lot of fun. Now, speaking of AI, if you're playing less than 6 players, then yes, you're running the AI with the for the other players to make 6 on the track. But besides that, the AI is also running Dick Dastardly and Muttley in the 00. So the Mean Machine is going to be lurking about. That's what they do. The way the game mechanics are, it gives a movement based on the last played movement card of a player, and that's how Dick Dastardly and Muttley are going to move around the Mean Machine. Now, if that movement ever gets them in the front of the line, and it will a lot, then they lay a trap, take the trap card face down, lay a trap, and then they go back to the back, all the way to the back. So they don't want to set up their own trap. They've done that enough times in the cartoons. And then the players have to deal with whatever trap Dick Dastardly and Muttley set. So it really sets up this really fun third party that you're facing off against. Not only are you facing off against the other racers, whether they're human or AI, but now you got to worry about Dick Dastardly and Muttley as well. And it is also interesting that the game is set up so that they can never win. NPCs, the other racers, can win the game, whether they're controlled by players or by the game itself. But Dick Dastardly and Muttley are set up in a way that they can never actually win the race, which is thematically perfect. There was only one episode where they were about to cross the finish line when Dick Dastardly realized he had never cheated during that entire race, and he refused to win without cheating. So he stopped and didn't cross the line. So there's precedents set up that Dick Dastardly and Muttley will never win, and in the game they can. So thematically, that's perfect. Now, a small little thing I want to point out is the artwork, especially in the movement cards, in the tile cards. And the reason I bring this up is not because it's the most beautiful art you've ever seen. It's not going to hypnotize you in any way. But if you know the original source material, it is a great representation of what the general background in that Hanna-Barbera cartoon was. It really is fitting. And without seeing it, you wouldn't know that. But it's a perfect representation of the background of the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Nice touch. Overall, at its core, I gotta tell you that this is more than just a nostalgic wink. You know, it's more than that. It looks like that. It kind of gives you that feeling. That's all it is. This is just something from nostalgia to make 40, 50, and 60-year-olds happy and get them to spend money. And yeah, sure, to a degree, it kind of is. But it is actually a good, fun race game in and of itself. I really think this is worth it to play as a race game. If you happen to know Wacky Races and be a fan, then it's that much of a better choice for you. But even if you're not, I do honestly think that you're going to find this to be a fun, fast game that you're going to want to replay. So that's my opinion, what it is I like about the tabletop board game version of the Hanna-Barbera classic, Wacky Races. Thank you for checking this out. I'm your buddy Big John NG for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.